Every 5 days in China, the number of cases of coronavirus is doubling, and the city of Wuhan remains the center of the epidemic. Now, Chinese doctors are warning the disease may be passed on by pregnant mothers after a newborn baby tested positive. Outside China, governments are trying to isolate potential carriers. 10 people on this cruise ship tested positive, and it has not been allowed to dock in Japan, trapping thousands on board.
It's like we are now in a floating prison. No, we are not allowed outside our cabin. We have no choice in the food we eat. It's just delivered to us on a tray. They come and take the empty tray away.
Meanwhile, British citizens in China have been told to leave. At Beijing airport, they were ready.
I think this is a situation that you don't mess with, and I know a lot of people that I know are trying to stay, and I think that's not a good idea, especially with a baby.
Yeah, it's time to get out and go. So I've just checked my bag, so I'll go for security and get my flight.
As the Chinese authorities try to contain the outbreak in Wuhan, 108 Britons are due to fly out from that city on a special charter on Sunday. They'll be quarantined for 2 weeks. The Health Secretary says we should expect more cases in the UK than the 2 already identified, but he says the NHS is ready.
We've got the plans, firstly to isolate people in the high dependency isolation units, of which we have around 50. There's then a further 500 of the next level which can work with this virus. After that, we can escalate to thousands of beds if necessary.
But who's in those beds now? Well, this capacity isn't sitting there inside the NHS.
Well, there is some capacity still inside the NHS.
Those flown out of Wuhan are in quarantine at this hospital site, but can much more extra capacity really be guaranteed by the Health Secretary?
You know, at this time of year, between mid-December and the end of February, the health service struggles to find beds for routine things and for emergency admissions. So I do admire his confidence about that.
In China, this disease has already killed nearly 500. The UK is preparing to deal with the worst while hoping for the best.